Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. 19 instruction. Scott.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll go again with Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Warren will try the right side. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Well, there you go, Charles. His first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way, because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Sharp's got him left side. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Howard. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On
1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Set high.
On play action, Fields. This is Smith to the ground. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Howard. Not open downfield. It's Metcalf. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big connection 46 yards. 7-7, our score after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Warren. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Chark from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Howard. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's Howard off the play fake.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Jermaine Johnson.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Howard. He'll buy some time right. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Count 19 tight. 19. 60 back. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Howard. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
No muss, no muss. 58. Hey, can. Hey, can. Press. Watch right. Right.
To throw is Fields.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now it's Fields. That one out wide and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Howard now, throwing to start the drive. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. We saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Chark the motion man right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never asked for help.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Shoves him aside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
551.
Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Out, let's go. Press, butt right. Right.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Extend.
Again, Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive.
Jermaine Johnson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lions. 70 Lions.
Howard, a final shot before break.
Well, get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Handoff for Wood. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 9 here.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the give, it's Warren. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. Howard. They'll roll him out right. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, a first
mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Good.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fields rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 10 yards out. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Jets 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
70 range. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down.
A short one there in front of you.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the run, it's Warren.
A nice little juke. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Howard. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Catch is made by Metcalf. touchdown. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
19 instruction. Out, let's go. Hey, can.
Now Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Jets' 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Warren is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
The kick is
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hall again. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now run with Warren. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Come on, go!
Here's Warren. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Go!
And one last throw here for Fields.